So now it's time for initiative again. And it's another French activation, and the turn marker does not go up this time. So I wonder the French need to activate. I kind of want to actually activate these guys because I have a column coming there that will have to pass him, and if he's in the way there will be a lot of pass-through disorder checks. But on the other hand, maybe I can wait with that and actually activate this cavalry again. So let me think about that. Yeah, I think I will do that. I think I will activate Lieutenant General Shilas Brigade here with this unit, this cavalry unit, and these two cavalry units, and I'll try to see if I can make a charge here. It's not very good to line back out here because then I'll get opportunity fire from this guy. Although I want to kind of hold this line, but maybe it's better to just attack here, and then I have this unit here, and perhaps these two can together charge this one. We'll see what I come up with. So this is basically this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. So I was being a bit too cautious here. I actually backed up here, and this guy opportunity fired and got a very nice result. So 3 strength points lost and disorder, so it had to stop here. I have this unit there, but I didn't move it, so I tried to protect this line here. These two advanced, and they charged these two cavalry units here, which passed their morale check. So now we're going to do the close combat here, and as a reaction they threw up a left hook there, not to be enfiladed by this unit. So I'm not entirely sure what's happening here, because these two units are stacked. 15 strength points, so they have 7 here and 8 here. They are attacked by two French units, and I wonder if the French... I think this is 2 separate combats, so that the French can decide whether to attack this hex first or this hex first. And normally if you attack a 2-hex line or a multi-hex line, some part of the line can contribute, even though, like for example, if I didn't have this unit here, I think I would attack this hex and they could still contribute. No, that doesn't make sense either. Then I have to attack both. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. So this guy will attack 8 strength points. This guy will attack 7 strength points. And I think I will start with this attack then. Yeah, because if I fail, this guy will still only have to attack 7 points. Whereas if this guy fails, this guy will have to attack all of the strength points here. So I will do that. This guy will attack first this hex, so 6 versus 8 strength points. Okay, so the French barely got a routed result. They got a 1 and got routed, and the French also got 1 strength point loss here. So this means that these close combats are over, because when you rout you have to contract into 1 hex and rout away. And this will be a quite good opportunity for pursuit for this guy, because there are no other units here. So this guy will now just rout away, and okay, that's a bit weird actually. No, I wonder if this guy can pursue, because I don't know if he gets to advance, because there were no close combat here. I have to check that up. Okay, from what I understand, actually they this, because there are multiple defending hexes, this is counted as one combat, and we will continue with this combat before any routing and disorder, or sorry, any pursuit or routing are made. So we'll still do this combat, and I guess that means that these units are counted as routed now. Okay, so it looks like what actually happens is that you, if this situation occurs, you actually do this as one single combat, because each unit can only be attacked once per close combat segment anyways, or per activation. So these units lose one, and actually that means that both of these were attacking at the same time, but they were attacking all of these guys. That doesn't change the odds, and it doesn't change the CV of the French either, so it's actually exactly the same result. And that means that the other French unit is also disordered. Now this guy can't contract here and then retreat there, because then this guy would not be able to pursue. So I guess they will contract here then, and then just route away this way. And then we do the pursuits individually. So this guy goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this guy has to advance here, and this guy here. And then they can do a facing change if they want to. They will, because that still allows pursuit. And we'll do the pursuits individually. And since these guys are now disordered, they will become disordered shaken, I guess, if they fail their recall later. So I think this stack is in bad shape. Okay, so these two stacks individually did pursuit. The first one just rolled 2, so he went down here, and he didn't have any problem with his recall roll, so he's still just disordered. The other one rolled a 6, so he actually could have gone all the way here, but there was another ally unit here with enemy zone of control here, so he had to stop there. So we got 4 additional damage. So 2 plus 4, 6 damage in total on the stack. And this one failed its recall, so it's now shaken disordered. Okay, so that was pretty nasty for this this stack of Austrians and English units here. So I have to distribute this damage here. Okay, now we roll for initiative again. Okay, so Chambonnet's brigade just moved up to the wall here, and this guy moved out of the way, so this roll column actually could go all the way down here. And we got an end turn marker movement, and now I rolled again and got an allied initiative, and also the end turn marker went up. So the first time the allies can now activate, and I think now I'll definitely activate these guys. And since I played it wrong the last time, the whole detachment here can actually activate. So I'll just now, I hope this is the right way, but I think I will just activate the entire detachment here. And we'll see what they can do with the attack here on Fontenoy and the redoubts that are down here. So I will start by activating Halkett's brigade here, and he's in command from his wing leader, who is in command from Valdek over here through the path and the road. So I think this guy now has the opportunity to move here actually. Now this gun here, the 12 pounder, has an arc like that, so he can fire when this guy moves out, but this kind of guy cannot fire, so he will be able to move there in any case. Let's just see what kind of fire result we get there. So this will be a 12 pounder at range 2, and that's times 10, and it's multiplied by 1.1 because they're behind field work, so it's 1.5 to 1. And it's 55. I don't think that's no, that's nothing. Oh no, actually they become disordered. Sorry, it's a disordered check, so the Dutch unit will have to take a disorder check. 60, they pass. So we can move up there. And now they are actually blocking quite a lot of the fire from this 12-inch gun here, or 12 pounder. Okay, so this is what it looks like after the movement. So it was a bit annoying, but I think yeah, Halkett's brigade got one SP loss here, and then more importantly, Efren's brigade here got a disorder result on the opportunity fire from this gun here, in this, so they had to stop here, and since there were 2 hex line, it kind of blocked everything here. So what I tried to do now was to leave a little gap here and move up some cavalry here, and while at the same time keep some units facing this way, because of there's some French cavalry over here. So now we go to the close combat phase. So in the end, I think I will actually not do any close combat here. So I'll keep these units. I'll try this strategy now. I don't know. I think they will just rout away, and I want to kind of get up with more Dutch troops here. So I think I won't do any close combat, and hope that I'm still blocking these guns by the end of the next time they get to activate, to try to cover the troops coming from behind. So I'll roll initiative instead. And we get a, this is a French activation, and the enter marker moves up. Okay, I'm gonna activate Lieutenant General Estre's cavalry brigade here. So these units, and the leader is over here. And I think I'll try to move up here. So here I have some disordered units from the guard, British Guard. So maybe I'll just try to charge these guys using this gap here in the line. So actually these 2 units are out of command. So this one has a command range of 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. These are both out of command, which means that they can't. They only get half their movement allowance. So I don't think it matters. I won't move these 2 anyways. So I'm gonna move these 2 in position here. Okay, so this is at the movement. I move these guys up here, and now we're gonna do close combat. And this cavalry stack here can charge 3 hexes, so it will be able to get in there and destroy these guards once and for all. Now normally when you're getting charged, you have a reaction movement, so these guys could change formation or facing, but they are disordered, so they cannot do that. So they will just have to eat this charge right into their flank. and the French succeeded with their pre-close combat morale check. So now we have the defender morale check, and then and then defensive fire, but they don't have any. They're not in the front hex of these units, so they can't fire at them. And then we do the close combat resolution. Yeah, okay, so we had 12 strength points of cavalry charging into these 4 strength points of the guards that were left. And they are disordered, so they were halved, so they were 2 to 12, so 6 to 1. And the modified result was actually all the way up to 5 for the attacker, so it's no effect for the attacker, and 3 and routed. So there's still 1 strength point left, but they rout away. So the English guard routed away 6 hexes. Oh, it's only 4 hexes. It's infantry. So they only rout 4 hexes. And now the cavalry here can advance, or they have to advance with at least 1 unit. And the stack, I don't think a stack can split up, so they have to advance like that. And then before pursuit they can change facing, and they have to change the facing that allows pursuit, and actually they have to change like that because otherwise they would have an enemy unit in their zone of control, so they wouldn't be allowed to do pursuit. So now I roll for pursuit. 1 die, rolled 4, and this stack is eliminated because they can just go. Actually, what's the going through woods? It costs actually 4 special cavalry movement point per hex, but 4 is enough to move 1 hex, which is enough to eliminate. So you eliminate 1 strength point per hex you moved, and there's only 1 strength point left here, so the stack is eliminated. So the guard is finally eliminated. Of course they do still have, 5 strength points left here of this guard. And now these guys have to do a recall. So we'll see if they get disordered. Royal 86, and they just moved 1 hex, so that's fine. They are not disordered. And for the next, that finishes that activation. And we'll roll for initiative again. Let's see. This is actually allied activation this time. And the entire market does not move up. And I will place out some activation markers. I think it's really time now to see what can happen here if the allies activate Ligonier.